Right then, I am so glad that the first guests on the show on Glitterbeam are Tess and Martin, otherwise known as BWO and Alcazar. Good evening.
Yay! Good evening,
Good
David.
evening, David. Great to see you, my friend.
It's an honor to be on your glitzy, lovely show.
Yes.
How exciting.
Exactly. So, for the benefit of those who are listening to this, they are currently getting ready for a gig, so they're having a bit of fun because they're right in the middle of the summer tour. How's that going?
It's going good.
Yes, we're right. I mean, we're kind of past half of it, and right now it's very intense. So yesterday we had 2 gigs, right?
Yeah.
One at Stockholm Pride, which was awesome. It was packed, and it's awesome to sing the songs together with Tess and experience the Alcazar songs. I'm having more fun with them, and she's having more fun with the BWO songs.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and the crowd yesterday was amazing. In my part.
It happened. It was like on 1 or 2 occasions I kind of lost my track on the lyrics, and I just looked at the mouths at the audience who were singing along on every song, and it just put me right off track again.
That's the main thing. I was going to say, out of so far, where and the summer tour, what would probably be the best place you played so far? I know that's going to be difficult because you shouldn't really have favourites, but what's probably the best bit so far?
Yesterday was kind of a pretty high point, I would say, and Finland was really good as well.
Yeah, Vasa and yesterday, and also that we had, even though we're old people and we go to bed at 10 every night.
Yes.
So we had a gig at 2 a.m. So today we're quite tired, but anyway. When you see the people in the crowd just singing all the love you get back and dancing and just beaming in your face back at you, you just kind of fly. So it's double fun yesterday.
Truly.
Wow, I was going to say, because I've seen some of the photos that the fans have put up on the social media accounts. Like, you look like you guys are having an absolute blast. So, for those who don't know, how did you guys get together? Because for those who haven't listened to my show before, they may not know that BWO were massive in Melody Festival, and so is Alcazar, who are massive over here with the hit "Crying at the Discotheque." So, how did you guys kind of find each other?
Well, it started like a year and a half ago. Where I personally was in a place where I wasn't on stage for over 10 years because I was doing other stuff. I was a part of a band called BWO, and Tess and I were put together on a Christmas show in southern Sweden. And I've kind of course we've known each other, but we've never really spoken to each other in that way or worked together in that way. So we got put together in this show, and it was a total blast. It was so fun, and it was truly inspirational for me. It made me, rediscover myself as an artist. It was really fun. And what we also discovered was that we have a load of amazing songs that kind of originate from the same source. Alexander Bard, Anders Hansson, the Swedish, glitzy pop vibe. Spawn within the Melody Festival vibe, and we just realized that this was so much fun, why just not continue doing so? And that's kind of what we've done. So we've taken step by step, trying to find which songs to do together, how we should do them together, how our singing should mesh together, which is also really fun because the difference is that within BWO it was only me singing, within Alcazar it was 3 or 4 people singing, so it's finding that harmony, and I think it works quite well.
Yes, and I couldn't say it more clear, but truly we have a good collaboration, me and Martin, and we have like not the same brains, but totally different brains, but still we are double as a motor. We just
you kind of mesh really well.
Yeah.
There you go.
And what we feel is that we're really having a lot of fun on stage together. And people usually say that there is a chemistry, and I think it's because it's so much fun having someone you can rely on stage, where you just feel that you think the same, you have the same vibe. Of course, Tess can actually really dance and move. I can only mimic movements.
Yeah, and I can. Martin can really sing really good, and I can't. I'm just kidding.
That's not true. But the fun thing is actually that we've started like discovering how we should handle the singing within the Alcazar song. So you kind of named me Martin Fiore.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Because, so trying to like finding vocal range within the singing that I haven't done with BWO, which is really fun with Alcazar. So artistically, musically, and as a true friend, I found Tess, and I believe she's found me as well. So we're having a lot of fun together. And there's, from that we started this concept that's called BWO versus Alcazar, with the grace and love from all our band members. And so that's what we're doing right now. But there are more things coming around the corner as well. Wink, wink.
I was going to say, speaking of that, what is next for BWO versus Alcazar? Because people want to know, is there going to be more music to come? Is there anything else on the pipeline? So I've got a couple of listener questions which we'll get to in a minute, which kind of link into that. So what's next after the summer tour?
So next, as Martin just mentioned, that this is just taken from the well of pure joy.
Yeah.
It's a heart-driven project, and we don't have a plan or strategy really that much, except for doing this out of our own hearts, and what is fun and what will come out of it. But we did go into the studio and try the sounds for us two. So that we've done, and we have a lot of fun there. So we started this music project. We don't know what's going to be in it. Everyone is included, but just to fill up a new catalog with our own voices and see where it leads us.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, BWO versus Alcazar is a live concept, as an homage to what we have done and what we are extremely proud of. But I think we're both interested in doing new songs as well, which we of course have to do within a different concept. Bear in mind, I think we will always, when we do gigs and concerts, we will always of course have the foundation being based on our previous catalog. But I think we're having so much fun that we want to rediscover new music as well, which is kind of what we are looking forward to doing once we have more time in the studio after this tour.
Perfect. I was going to say, so speaking of like the tour, there's one date that sticks out for me. You guys were in the UK. You came to the London Eurovision party. How was that? Because I know we kind of bumped into each other, and it was like you guys had a rather an interesting time, to say the least.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic.
It was amazing, and for me it was kind of an epiphany, because I didn't understand I would say the size and the interest of the songs that I've been a part of, and seeing that and experiencing that together with Tess on stage, I think that was a huge boost for the start of what we're doing right now, I would say. So the London gig was extremely important, because it
was an ignition to something new, like a new energy came.
I think the whole idea about, wow, we really got something going on here, was kind of the start of like, okay, this BWO versus Alcazar is something really interesting. Let's keep this moving forward, and maybe doing something beyond that as well.
So moving on. So list of questions for you. Adam has asked, which of your individual Melody Festival entries are you most proud of?
Yes, you can
it's so hard to pick one, actually, because they're all so different. But the one I guess I'm most proud over is my solo act, even though it didn't even come to final or whatever, because I did that competition with myself, and not against other contestants. It was just a proof to myself that I wanted to just do it for myself, and I did. So I'm very proud of that So I guess that's one of my favorites, but also Blame It on the Disco when we got stuck in that huge disco ball. It's hilarious. That whole performance was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you were also part of some really amazing interval acts as well.
Yeah. I
would say for me, again, it's difficult to choose one. I mean, as a solo artist, I had a number that contained 50 gallons of dairy products, but I would say for me the something that sticks out and that I'm a bit proud of would be Lay Your Love on Me.
Yes.
Because it was something that we put a lot of work into, and it got a lot of awards for being a really good act. And at the end of the day, I was stuck some 5 to 10 meters up in the air in a burning cage, and I think that deserves some type of recognition.
I was going to say you should have been paid danger money for that. Lee has asked, speaking of Melody Festival, would you guys do Melody Festival together next year?
That would be amazingly fun. But you know how hard it is to get into that?
You know, if the stars align, meaning the song, we feel that we have the song and everything is there. Let's just put it this way, that I don't think there's a person out there I would rather stand on stage on together on a Melody Festival stage than with Tess and Martin.
Oh, hallelujah, that was nice.
Ariana's asked, what draws you both to Schlager pop?
I mean, at the end of the day, what is Schlager pop? Because sometimes you just throw around these different types of genre names without actually paying attention to what they actually mean. For me, Schlager at the end of the day means happy pop music that has to catch your attention within 3 minutes.
Yes.
And for me, I think that is a music genre that is very exciting, very interesting, to do something that has the ability to do so. So I would say that's what catches my attention within that music. And of course, the song has to be good at the end of the day.
Now the fascination in this competition, like Mello and Eurovision, it's that you get to how do you say, bling your song in the way, do a number around it.
Yeah.
So you put your own visuals into your own song, and that is something for a creative person. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
So to develop a form for the tunes. And that's what is so fun with Melody Festival, because you get the chance to do that.
And someone like us, and especially you, when we're talking about choreography, lighting, staging, that meshes together with the song, suddenly it becomes, more of an art, because there's so many aspects of music and creativity that comes to place, which is why we love it so much.
Exactly. Amelia asks, and this one's going to be a tough one for both of you to answer. Favorite Melody Festival and Eurovision winners ever? So, favorite Melfest winners first, but you can't. Well, I was going to say you can't pick yourself, but that'd be cruel. But favorite Melfest winner and favorite Eurovision winner.
Ooh,
okay, I actually have a favorite Melfest winner, which kind of a song I rediscovered yesterday, which is a song by an artist called Roger Pontare. So he sang it yesterday, and there's something so powerful about that song. It's called Vindarna viskar ditt namn. The winds are whispering your name.
Was that 80 something?
96.
96.
Yeah, and it's so powerful, that song, together with his powerful voice. So, I mean, yesterday it was a song that just resonated through the entire Pride Park in a way that no other song did. And it's a powerful song that almost feels like a true anthem. So for me, it would be När vindarna viskar ditt namn with Roger Pontare.
I would make it easy for all of us to pick the same winner and the Eurovision winner. In Loreen and Euphoria, but what she did was something that someone never had done before.
Yeah.
She, as an act and as a song, the song was so bombastic and grand and expressional, and then she did the genius thing to just take the number and the entertainment to small, tiny, beautiful bits that make that song and the performance an absolute smash beyond anything I've ever seen and heard.
I think that embodies what we said about why we love the genre so much, because it's about finding the perfect song, but with the perfect voice, with the perfect circumstances, and everything goes into each other. And we know the guys behind the song, and we know that a lot of things just happened. Some things were pure talent, such as Lena, and some things, you know, some things were just where the stars were aligned. And when that happens, it's just magic, and we're just fortunate to be a part of that.
Beautiful. And then finally, I ask this everyone who comes on the show, whether it be the old place or the even older place. So we're going to continue this question. It always comes through from one of my friends called Kittens, who's a streamer, and she asks, you'll get this, Tess, because of your husband. What is your favourite biscuit? It's a very, very British question.
Well, do you mean biscuit as in actually sweet biscuit?
Well, you can have like stuff like digestives and that kind of like
yeah. Oh my god, I am actually obsessed about shortbread cookies.
Shortbread cookies, yeah.
I'm obsessed, and I can buy loads of them and just bring them home, and I will eat like 10 or 20. I love them.
I love like fudgy biscuits.
Yeah, we'll allow that.
Yeah. Fudgy biscuits.
Fudgy biscuits.
And then finally, then, where can we find you on social media?
Well, I actually do have an answer for that.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would say primarily on Instagram, where we have the BWO versus Alcazar Instagram account, where we also have a lot of content from our concerts, but also from our personal life.
And sometimes we live stream. We must do it.
Yes,
more
we have to be better with live streaming. You know, always, because we do it before the shows, and then always there's, you know, so much going on. So there will be more live streaming.
Progress.
Yes.
Better
and of course some personal reels about what's going on in our lives, whether it's trying to learn how to drive a boat or being on stage or whatever.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so very much, guys, for joining us on the very first show on Glitterbeam. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah.
We're honored, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon.